The Breakfast Club. My name is Darren Hancock, and it is May the 20th, 2025. Get my sippy cup here ready to go. All right. Welcome, everybody. I hope you all had a great time. We have Hadi back in the house. Woo! Welcome back, Hadi, from his vacation, from his time with his family. He not only knows how to trade, he knows how to spend some time with his family. So, master of all things. Welcome back, Hadi. All right, let's look at the markets. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Let's start off with the daily. So we've hit that daily volume imbalance I had outlined here. And we haven't quite hit the consequent encroachment of the weekly gap yet. And I don't know why we're just lingering in this area here. I'm looking for this weekly objective still up here. This is the ultimate one we're looking for. So there's nothing really to key off here unless we come back to the rejection block here one more time. Yesterday's rejection block. And we hit that at 21,296 and get a reaction off of that to go higher. So I'm looking at that on the daily is the only downside. And we come back into Sunday's open, the new week opening gap here. And we tap that again. We could come all the way back down to 376. I want to see this stay open, and I'd like to see this portion of the 4-hour stay open. Let's sort of come back to Friday's open. We've tapped into that new week opening gap again. Yeah, I want to see this just start accelerating through here. So we have this busy here that we have yet to fill, and I'd like to see that stay open. So you want to see a portion of that stay open. We're looking at from a 4-hour perspective, and we take that into quarters. We're down to 75%. So that's the ideal place you want to see it stop at. Well, not ideal, but it's the, you know, of the graded response. This is the C level response. You don't want it to come back and fill that in. So 75% now start to accelerate away. So I'm looking for a continuation on the upside, and I don't want to see that fill in there. So I'm looking for this last 4-hour low at 2 o'clock to hold, or 2 till 6 anyway. On an hourly perspective, look at this whole level here. And so far we're staying above the consequent encroachment. It feels like it wants to come down to 407. This low here is 408. Just sweep these lows, stay inside the wick of this candle. Let's start to accelerate up through here. See where we're bouncing off of there. We're into 50% of this SIBI. Keep hitting that. And we're not getting much further than that. We're into this premium portion up here. We still haven't hit this breaker that takes out this low. If we break through this level right here on a close, I'm looking for a deeper run, 50% of that range. Put this back in here. %62%. I'll probably put this as a fill of that. Well, it puts us right now middle of this busy here. Puts us back into this old high here. So we don't want to see that low get taken. I don't want to see this low get taken. So I'm looking for more upside. And we'll see how that kind of pans out in our 15-minute chart. We're still inside the 15-minute chart here. Yeah, we're still stuck inside this range. You got to get above here. See these equal highs get taken now. This is jagged. So you want to see these equal highs get taken out now. Inside this range, you're looking at the first one here and here. It's at the 830. If you can get back above 830 and get back on top of that, start eating through these two candles, look for these highs. And on the 5-minute chart, I want to see that push through here. Start using this as leverage to go higher. And you want to aim for these relatively equal highs above us here. That's where you want to go. Let's see if we can start getting up a lot higher. Now, low swept, you want to see this turn into a BISI, come down into the BISI or the SIBI here and start pushing higher. And then we'll see if we run this out and then come back down and take this out for 10 o'clock. And then let's look at the 1 minute chart. See how we've got this level here. We've traded back all the way back inside it. Back through this level. I want to see this candle here get taken to the upside. Use the support. If we come back, I want to see this high just get tapped and go higher. It's working it pretty good in here. All right, that's what I want to see there. ES on the hourly, got to get above this level and take this candle out, find some support at this and start pushing higher. You got to get through that level there. 15-minute, got to clean out these equal highs above you and then start digging back into the range here. Start running for that upside objective there on 15 minutes. So you want to see that close up above that first. And Dow Jones. Dow Jones, that's the same objective in Dow Jones. You see the hourly here, but the Dow Jones is already through that hourly. It's banging around at the edge of it. So instead of this turning into a bull trap, we want to make sure we get above this level. So you want to see a close above here and then take the highs and continue like a nice big extension candle you want to see here. Create a fair value gap, use that high to go continuation on the upside. That's what I'd like to see. So natural gas came all the way down to this little pocket here. And now our pre-market is already 16.21. So we're right back up into right back up here. I just feel like it wants to get back down into this little the sticks here. Yeah, I'm not bullish on gas until we can get back up above here. There's just a lot of liquidity down here still. So I think into our next draws down here. Copper's still come back into this fair value gap, looking for that to go higher. This is good. Yeah, natural gas has got to get up above here, above 327. Start clearing out this level here, and then start running for that 338 level to go higher. Gold gave you a nice little reversal this morning. Continuation to the upside. Take the highs. You got the highs. That was in London. Wheat. We got to get above here for wheat. It's got to get above the buy side now. We could come back and revisit 533.6 and continue going higher. You might see a wick through here and go higher. Soybeans are looking for this level here. Now that we've traded through it, back into it, expect to see these lows get taken now. Or at the very least, 1045 to 1042. Sugar, it turned on us. Was looking for this to provide support here and continue going higher. Wait for that to fill. Trades through it, comes back to it. Trade is off, heading for the lows. So we're looking for the sticks down here now. Coffee. We're looking for coffee to clear out these highs and continue going higher. We've traded above this level. We've came back to it perfectly twice. Tapped it. Left, made new highs. Got equal highs here now. So this retracement here, I don't even like seeing this wick here. Like retrace into this candle, sure, and go higher, but this new wick here, I don't like that. So still would like to see higher highs on coffee, but this extra wick through here, you don't want to see anything more than 373.40, and then you want to get out of here because we're still inside this guy over here. It's the highest one. So from that level, that low there to that level, this little tiny piece here, and then this level here. So I want to see that hold and then start moving higher today. And cattle, still flat on cattle. If we're probably around 50% at this range here, should bring us back into this upside BISI we had outlined here on the daily. This imbalance here, we'll see where it sits. Cocoa hit our upside objective in the last 4 hours. That's nice. Corn hit our downside objective and now our upside objective. So we've cleared those two out. So I got to wait now for, I don't see anything here unless we can get above this level and find some support here at that level for corn to keep going higher. And the pigs are in the barn again from a daily perspective. Yeah, you're in this consolidation. You better break out of that. Oil, where's oil up to today? Oil, we're looking at a nice little pop up above this high. We've come back, tap the high, keep going higher. Look for rejection block at 62.30. $62.30. And then you want to see 50% of this wick. $62.46. $62.46. It's a different style. Let's see if you get those levels to the upside. Look at this thing. Just on a rocket. So gold gave you a reversal here. Tap it here. Immediate rebalance. Hit that perfectly. Even wick through it. And now we're frozen on that right there. We'll see if we get a reversal back down into this box here. Some more. Or 50% of this range at least. And see if we revisit these highs. We got a lot of equal highs, a lot of liquidity sitting up here. So what I mean by that UNG, we're hitting right inside this box now. We're back up here. But we may be just revisiting this low, reverse, come back down, and then we got that discount, equal lows below here. So I'm not bullish on that just yet. Bitcoin. We're still inside this premium box here. Have not revisited this down here yet. So if we can close below here, this candle, and use this as support, I'd like to see us revisit down here in Bitcoin. Another 10 minutes, get through these. See if we come back and revisit these equal highs here, find some strength on Pato and keep watching that go higher. Watch this level here. Now that you've closed below that level and we've come back into it, we could be seeing a retracement. How far back? Look for 50% of this range and these three candles. If you lose those on the downside, look for a run into this discount box here. And then if you lose that, then we're running deeper into the range. And we may get my equal lows that I'm still looking for. So just watch this. Gary, I don't know if you're watching right now, but if you are, good morning, good morning. Keep your eyes on that level. You got to get back through here and find support to go higher. If not, look for 50% of this range. Or just use this thing here. 50% puts us back into that, which is good. I'm all right with that. But you don't want to see this equilibrium here is actually right on 50% of the last candle here. So I don't want to see that get taken on the downside. Look for that level here, 62%. Those two levels, that's it. I don't want to see it go lower than that. Otherwise, we're looking for a reverse, a return back into here. And then you want to watch how much of your profits you want to give up to stay in that long. They're all good. They're all making nice highs here. I like this. I want to see this start digging into this, in and through this breaker right here on Nova Scotia. And then start digging up into these weekly highs. I want to see Laurentian getting up here. T-bonds, look at that. Traded through it, below it, and you're coming back deeper into this range. So even if you took 50% of that range, you're running through that now. Downside objective. we're looking for now. Disney still stuck at that 112 level. British pound has cleaned out these highs. We're back into this order block here. I'd like to see that freeze up on that and start going higher. Take out these little highs above you here. So I'm looking for the pound to get up into here. Take out yesterday's high. I don't want to see any more than this. I want to see that low we just made right there. That would be the low. And I'd like to see that go higher. If we start digging back through here, not such a good thing. I want to see that start pushing higher now. We'll have to have a look at the see what the dollar index is up to. What was I looking at there? So dollar index is, we've run up above this level, come back to this level. You want to see this start going higher. If we just trade through this and to this, if we come back up to 164.5, react off of that and start coming lower again, we'd have to get back through the 64, 62 level on a close for that to go higher. Otherwise, I expect to see some sort of bounce off of here and start coming lower. And it's got to get back above this level and that candle for me to go bullish again. So see it close above here and then come back, use this box here to start leveraging going higher again. We can get, ideally you got to get above this level here to get some more push for yen, but I do like this reversal here. And the fact that we're still inside this range. You're probably greater than 50% of that range already, so this could quite easily roll over. If it takes out 68, then look for more downside. And what do we got left now? Silver's still flat. All right, let's say good morning. So we have a break in market structure here. We traded back into that market structure and you're looking for a run on the lows. Wait for this fair value gap here to get taken on the downside. It does. You trade back up, all the way back up inside it. Look for continuation on the downside. So you're looking for and waiting for these lows to get taken. and then look for a run higher for 10 o'clock. Good morning, Hadi. Here's the 8:30 or 9:30. Low's been taken. Low's been taken. I wanted to say get to, what was it, 406, 407? Just take those lows out. And it's 403, 406. Now I want to see a reversal. That's it. All that's taken out now. You want to see that go? I'm going to go along right there. Took forever to get there, but the stop loss is going to go just below here. Traded above that level, taking out those lows. I like this for a reverse. Fill all the way back inside here. I don't like that wicking through it. I'll close that out if it comes back below. Let's see that hold. Let's see if we get a run higher now. Wow. Okay. I guess we'll wait for 10 o'clock. Or wait for the 950 macro. Watch it end up leaving on me now. Morning, Hadi. Nice to be back. Russell, good morning. Anomalous, good morning. Abs, haven't been getting my notifications on when you're on. I don't know why those notifications aren't working. Some people have noticed the same thing. Russell, good morning, good morning. Abs, feeling good with Darren, the market tamer, and Hadi, his sidekick. We are in good hands here. Welcome back, Hadi. Thank you. Really happy to be here. Restore. Good morning. Good morning. I'm long on oil this AM. Good for you, Craig. I like that long in oil as well. Oh, that is not a good long in oil now. Didn't even hit that first objective, did it? No, it did not. It did not. It turned on a dime. We got first break here, traded through it. You came back to it. Next level, traded through it. You just came back to the low through this level, and then it's ripped on you. So forget those levels. Lots of equal lows below you here. First stop on 63.80. Yeah, but wait for it to show you something here, because that's a torpedo. That could be running right down into this you could be looking for anywhere inside here. It's a daily. There's your discount box down here, so the low is right where you're hitting it right now, and you're already wicking through that. So next stop is 61.60. And then 60.89. Back in a little bit. Good morning, all. Good morning, Elite. Peter, good morning. Oil stopped out green and oil. Trump schedule today. 45 press pull departs. So hard to format on YouTube chat. Good morning, Hans. Okay, let's have a look back here. That's Chopsville. You got to see it break out above this 15-minute high here. We could see a run on the lows here first before taking out the highs. We have 404, 403. So you've traded up, and then we traded through this level, wicked into it, and then it made a new low. So now we've taken out all of this, all the lows. Everything here is gone. So now you want to see this clear out the highs. It's just ran out all the liquidity down here. We popped into 391. Yeah, you'd expect to see that start going higher now. Yeah, thanks for posting all that, Peter. Yeah, I want to see if we can get through this level here. This is really choppy. You probably want to stay out of this until we break this high. Reverse here. We'll just wait and see what happens, see if we can get out of here. Yeah, it's probably best to wait for the next macro. Wait for a structure shift if you want to go higher. Yeah, lots of wicks get digging back down into here, so they swept the lows, come back. If they take them one more time. 1, 2, 3. $374, $376, somewhere in there. So far we're finding this level here. It's pretty heavy. Found support there. Yeah, it is pretty gross price action. Let's see if we can come back to that old low there. Let's see if we can't reach that, the bottom of this at 219. That would be a fill here. 276 will put us right near the middle of the consequent encroachment of this BISI here. At 260. That put us at 260. So your first objective, I'd say you're looking for $315. then 260, 260.5, and then 204. There. We get back through here. If that's changing up and that's it. We're not going down any lower than that. You see a retracement back into here. Take out this level and start getting back into this regular trading hour gap again. No body above here yet. Got no body above this high or here. So we can come back and revisit this. Wait for this high to get taken or a body to get above here. I prefer to get that high taken. 445 on a 5-minute. You want to see it close above 445, take out that high and start running higher. So nothing above here yet, so it could still be a bear trap or bull trap. What do we got going on in ES? Consequent encroachment there of that large gap. You're at consequent encroachment there. You want to see that, see if that kicks off of there now and starts to run higher. That's the like line in the sand right there. You don't want to see that go lower than that. Even wicks, I don't like that wick. You could be revisiting this going lower again now. Just shy of filling it in. Bodies are below there. Come back into it. See if that holds price now. Nope. Wait. Half this wick. Wait for market structure shift here before you engage in that. $15-minute did hold. This one here held. Let's see if that goes lower now. Well, what do we got here in oil? Okay, there's oil reversal. I like that. A minute ago, that was a nice little entry there. Enter. Enter. I do like that as a long. Let's put the stop loss down below here. I'm still looking for these equal highs above us here. Now, if I went from here to here, $2.5 puts us right here. Put those as an overlap. Three and four bangers right there. I'll load another one on down there. What's this up to? What's gold doing? Trade above that level right there. Came back into it right there. Continue on the upside. That's a nice gold entry right there. Bitcoin. You can get Bitcoin back into this candle. We were talking about this last hour. If we can get back into that candle's low, I want to see if that rolls over and comes back down to this discount box here. Or at least 50% of that range. We're already at 50%. So you'd go here, stop loss would have to go above that, because if we climb up above here, you have a fair value gap, and you have this order block high, then you're back into this running for a higher high again. You don't want that to give way. So mean threshold of that candle, I put my stop loss just above here. And you're just running for a lower objective down here. I'm going to put one more on there. I want this breaker to hold price now. Breaker inside a fair value gap. My stop loss might be a little too tight. Oh, it was. Looking at this little guy here. Nope, would have got me anyway. Well, the theory was off this. We've got a reversal here. Play it off of there. Yeah. Makes sense to me. Yeah, it made sense to me. Okay, well, that one didn't work. Back to this chop fill here. So let me have a look at that Bitcoin. I haven't seen anything there yet. Gold would have been the only one that looks great. What are these guys doing? Looking for wheat to get back up there. Got nothing there. So Pato up to. We'd say it could come back into this level here. Then I expect to see it roll over. We can get back through 1680. Looking for higher prices there. Can't do anything with this until can't do anything with that. You'd still see another run on this 316. Notice how we got through this level, came back to it, and it held price there on the 1 minute. The breaker, once we broke through it, came back to it, held price multiple times. Traded through it, back inside multiple times off this one, 15 minute. See that come lower now? This is really choppy. 61.36 for crude oil. The fact that we're not through this level right here at 62.75, we can't get up through that level. It just bounced off it twice. This candle's been validated, so we've worked the working the mean threshold of it right now. We're down to the mean threshold of this candle. I want to see a market structure shift now. You got equal lows below you here now. So if this just runs up into this, it continues to go lower. Look for those lows and then look for a run back into this level here at 60.89, and for a run on the low of the day on Thursday. That's a daily chart. Let's look at an hourly chart. $60.49 to $60.45. Is that what you got down there, Russell? $61.36. There's a small little BISI here. It's $61.45 to $61.50. And there's a little tiny one down here at $61.40. Right there. Stretch it out, you'll see it sitting there. So you're looking for a 15-minute inversion. Oh, yeah, it's still on here. You'd have to include all of this from there all the way down to there. Because that imbalance, you have to include the imbalance, and then you're taking this whole BISI as well, or ZIVI as well. So I would say all the way up to there. Look for that Russell. See how Michael talks about you, if you have this a SIBI and you have an imbalance, you have to include them both. So you'd be doing the same thing from this side. You'd have to include them both. So take all of it together and see how it acts inside there. And now that this low's been swept, Russell, and that low's been swept, all of this has been swept already. We're back into Friday's initial presentation. If this rolls over here, it starts taking out this on the upside, then I'm back into going bullish again. So watch that level there. Got these equal lows below you. It feels like it wants to go down there one more time, but if that happens, we should see some sort of resistance inside here. Mean threshold of that candle. So look for a bull trap to occur here to run back and take these lows out. And then look for a reversal. What's my gold target? This upside objective here. That gap inside this breaker. So the first one is right here at 32.90. 32.96, and then into the consequent encroachment of that liquidity void at 33.10. I guess you could kind of one will put you right there at the second one I was talking about. So here and here, which is, that's one standard deviation here. And then two standard deviations is up here. So look for your first objective there. I go here first, just the bottom of that wick, which is like you 50% of that wick. Yeah, the body is good. We'll stick that right there. That's one standard deviation. 2.5 it'll clear out those highs and put you right back into this premium box. Watch this. Right there to the top of it. It's 2.5 standard deviations. So those would be the objectives I'd be kind of reaching for if I was long on this from here. This is just sloppy. $33.55 inversion, you say? This one up here, yeah. But pay yourself along the way, and depends on what model you're using for taking profits. If you're using this as a bid projection, like a swing projection, then pay yourself here and here and move your stop loss to the previous one, leave it well below, or at 0.5 increments, leave your stop loss at 0.5 below you, and just reach for the next one. Pay yourself. So pay yourself inside these two and leave a portion on to see if you can run for a 4-banger, which is clearing out these old highs back here. And 4 puts you right inside this last one right here. Look at that, right in there. So if gold does an explosive run and you get up to 34.26, you get a 4-banger out of that, that's where you're going to overlap the last premium array up there. But it's wishful thinking all in one day. Oh, you're not in yet. Okay, so where are we looking for? If we want to get a pullback, I want to see 32.70. Before it takes this high on the close, though. If you can get back to 42.70, 42.67. I would like to see this stay open. It's a bit of a ways to come back to this level again. And this mitigation block. This breaker here. This breaker's consequent encroachment or mean threshold lines up with these old highs. So that'd be nice to see a nice retracement back into here. That's the high. %62 puts us right on the money there. And 50% puts you right on these equal highs here on top of the breaker. So right here, if that's going to be the high, those two candles, then that's a swing. I would like to see that start running back into here, get us into here around 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, catch a reversal inside here for continuation on the upside. I don't want to see that candle's high get taken on the close. So you're just watching in here now for lower time frame stuff. A 5 minute. Nothing there on the 5 minute. Now, would you go long if price taps the 5 minute fair value gap on gold and holds to go higher? Like if it comes back to this breaker, I would I would try a long here. You'd have to sit below this this big bullish breaker here. I'd have to sit below that. Put your stop loss in here, but you want to get at least 50% of this range that was been created this morning or more. 62% would be ideal. And then you want to see this fair value gap stay open. So I'd sit just below here. If I was on the wrong side of it, take a small loss there. Or you just wait here, do this, Russell. As soon as you see it come down to this 50 or 62%, a safer way of doing it would be to go into your 1 minute chart or your 15-second chart, look for a reversal at these two levels, and then catch that reversal for a long, and then key off your stop loss based on the 15-second and these levels holding, if that makes sense. Otherwise, you're trying to pick the low, right? You don't want to pick the low. You want to wait for the if that is your low pick, then look for the reversal in there on the lower time frame to see if you can catch it for a change. It's no different than if we were looking at a 1 hour chart and we're saying we want to see it come back and tap a specific level and then leave from there and then go down to the lower time frames and try and catch our reversal at that specific spot. So on a 5 minute chart, you'd be looking for that in a 1 or a 15-second, 30-second chart. Look for a reversal at those two levels to confirm that you're going to go higher. But if this continues to march higher, forget that idea, because if at best if we get 62% come back to that level, that breaker, we're looking for more upside to here at 303, right? And if it goes even higher, you're looking for 70% optimum trade entry reversal. Here you can project it's going to probably go up somewhere around there. So you want to see that hold right now. And then I line up the 50 and the 62%. Those are your typical reverse retracements too. Then you can just kind of reverse engineer it to off the top of the breaker. Let's see where it goes and see if there's another key level back there. But the breaker is the most common one I look for, or an old high. If that makes any sense. But look in here for that key level, and you can back test that. Go to like here, if you go down to a 15-second chart in here, we want to take this candle, and I'm just going to mark it out there. I go down to, since we broke that high there, look for any reversal in here on a 15-second chart from 450, so, or a 1 minute chart. So if it broke through there and you wait for a market structure shift or a fair value gap break, stop loss is going to sit down here. So if that's the objective, when you see it come back into here, you look for your first opportunity, which is right here. So this is what you'd be doing on that 60-second or 1 minute chart for there. So you trade above it, you come back into it, traded below it, you'll say I'm waiting because we may run back below that low. Wait for a market structure shift. Goes above you. So you want to use this whole layer. Yeah. If you use this as a stop loss here and you want to see it go higher, it never gets taken again. See how we come back just slightly below it. You're below it. You're really below it now. So if that was following my typical rule of if we just run back into this, we could be looking for lower prices. Range extends, but we still don't take that low out. And if your stop loss, as soon as you break above here and you put your stop loss below the low of the breaker, because you don't want to see the breaker get taken now that you've run into it, you want to see it hold, your stop loss would be sitting down here. If you're using a 1 minute chart, then you've got all these little rules that get violated here to show you that, hey, look, I'm still going to come lower, but I'm not taking your stop. If you're trading it on the 5 minute chart and you're saying that level there, I want to see that hold price, your stop loss would be below it because you don't want to see it get broken on the downside. So your stop loss would sit here. You look for your first opportunity once it's hit it, and you put your stop or your run in here and then let it run. And then eventually it came back, tap it one more time and went higher. That would be the persistence of waiting and holding that for a longer period of time. So far, the 5 minute is holding. So look for your box down in here. If you close below that, come back inside it, look for a run into that level. It's still doing nothing. Derek, you're a little late this morning. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, I need 50 cent to hit or lower first. What's going on with the bee whispers? How is are the bees this morning, Derek? You've been out checking them, tucking them in. Want to see crude to 62 and on the 5 minute. Let's look at crude oil here. So I want to see it break this high here. We're back above the premium box here. You wanted to see if that would hold price or reject price. And we were thinking it would come down and take out those lows if this held and it traded above it, came back inside it, above it, tap, tap, tap multiple times, and then finally look for it to take this high here. So now you go the long I was going for here, had my stop loss out there, would have been a hell of a, I would have been out anyway. As soon as I saw it go through there, I would have been like, I'm screwed. You're opening and closing right on that high of that candle. Let's wait for a body to get above here and see if you can catch this long from here. On the 1 hour chart, well, we've come back to this first little inversion here. We've tapped that. We've had a nice reaction off of that, and we've gone higher. So I wouldn't want to see it come back down here, Derek. I want to see that just start climbing up above this level and start pushing higher highs now. You've done your damage. You've come back to this level right here. And now I want to see that go higher. Clean out these highs and start moving higher. Do a nice job of confusing me on the 15-minute chart. Can't find a good entrance. That 1 hour inversion is powerful right now. Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely holding right now. So on the hourly, you want to see a market structure shift, get back above here. The 5 minute, you want to see it get back above here. And the 1 minute's already broken structure to the upside already. You want to see this level right here get closed above, find some support inside this and this, and start marching higher. Let's see if we can get back and retap this one more time. I'm gonna cut my leverage on this because I took 2 hits already. They are about as interested in that in the charts, giving me a clear direction. Gold tap the 5 minute fair value gap. It looks to go higher now. No entry. Just came back and tapped it. Hey, yeah. BC, you want to see this come up into the rejection block, pop off of it, and not take that high. Just frustrate the people that want to go higher and just roll it over now. Trap them in, roll it over, and then take that side there. See how it's run up, run back up into the rejection block. It would be nice to see it run higher, but you got to see a body run up above here, come back and use that open to rejection block as a support to go higher. And then that would be like huge potential upside. If that held and that was the next price leg higher, we're getting right up near our second standard deviation, right? The fact that we went just above this level again, so that's like you want to see a bull candle get up out there and use this candle for support. You see how the mean threshold just got eaten through again on the downside. It came back up and now we're rolling back down again. Not a good sign. Oh, I just want to see it come back and tap that. Just tap on the high there in the open or the close and then just start going higher. But the fact that it ate through it already, through the mean threshold, look at the whole candle. These two candles here now. Let me get rid of all this stuff off of here. If you just use the bodies, 50% puts us right here. And we're just slightly trading below it already of both those candles. So not clean for me either. So there's Bitcoin traded back into that level. I want to see it react off of here. Now I'm going to sell one there. And the stop loss will go right above there. The take profit would be right down in here. And as soon as you take that low, as soon as we take that low out there, I'll move to break even. So we'll see if that one pans out. Actually, I don't want to see it get above there. I don't want to see that candle's mean threshold get taken. See what I mean, Russell? Deny them. The fact that we went once and we didn't just start ripping through it. You've tapped it. You just hit it here and then roll over again. This will frustrate the longs. So if you lose the mean threshold of this candle, look for another run back into the 5 minute. If that rejection block holds right now, then you're between 50% of this wick and 50% of this wick. That's how I'd be looking at that. And we're looking for it to kind of just fail a bit and come back into here, into this range. For your bull flag people, you want to see this hold. If a market is moving up, why are you using green candles to measure support? Shouldn't you be using black candles as support? For which one are we talking about there, Asian dude? I'll explain it. You just gotta tell me which chart. I've been jumping around between charts. Give me the time frame I'm on and what candle specifically, and I'll tell you why I use that level. because regardless of whether you're going higher or lower, you're still looking for support. If I'm going higher, I want to see this mean threshold of this bullish candle give way on a close to go higher. If not, I'm just looking for the rejection block. If it doesn't break through the rejection block, that bullish candle to me is still supports price. If I get above it, then this bearish candle now becomes my support level to go higher. It's the resistance I'm looking to see break to validate the next candle, if that makes sense to you. So I'm looking at that candle to get violated, its level to get violated, and its rejection block to get violated, so that we can use this bearish candle as support, its high and its open mean threshold, to continue going higher. But until we break this and validate this candle, I'm still using this one as support or resistance to go higher or lower. You were measuring two mean thresholds of grant. Oh, that was the breaker, you mean? Yeah. If it's those two candles that I think I remember talking about, those two candles. If I'm looking at those as support, I've been looking at that as a breaker. So, for example, this would be the breaker that takes out all these lows. So you'd be measuring these three candles as support, because you're using the breaker as a means to, like, from here to here. That's a breaker. So you take those, you measure the consequent encroachment of those, and it's somewhere around here, or the mean threshold of them. So you take that high, and that's the line in the sand for me. That's why I measured those two. So you want to find that as be your level of support, not this candle. This breaker is what I'm looking for support. Let's see how many times you hit it all along here. And then you're looking for, like, as soon as this candle gets validated to the upside, you want to see it provide support. And you see how it just comes eating through it a bunch of times. It finally reaches right in below this candle, and you've eaten through the mean threshold, so you have to sit until the high is taken. High is taken, you get traded back into it. Then you're like looking at the small range. There's your discount box down here. You trade it all the way back into that discount box right there. You come all the way back inside this discount box. You've re-tapped this one. You've kind of rolled through that one. Get back through the premium level again. Come back to the premium level again, and then continue going higher. It's a breaker that I'm usually, if I'm looking at bull candles like that, it's usually a breaker or a mitigation block or something like that that becomes the support level. So you're sideways on that right now. So let's go too long on that. I like this level right here. Stop loss will go below the lows. I don't want to see this level get taken now. All the damage has been done in here. This level has been worked like crazy all the way up and through it. And now we finally broke out with some strength above these highs. And I want to see these highs here now holding price. And I don't want to see price start eating through this breakaway. I want to see this act as a breakaway gap and start pushing higher, start taking out highs here. So we're just keying off this last civvy here. And if I take the high out, then I'll move to break even. So we're right back up in that premium box right now. So I want to see us get through here. Next one's right there. You can pay yourself one there. And I'm going to move my stop loss to break even. Just because I want to see this keep climbing through here. The fact that we're pulling back already. And we're getting at 11 o'clock. 48. This could be just a roll up into here, roll over and come back down. I want to see this support price, but I want to see this level give way. And the fact that we're pulling off of this one, and we haven't got a body through here yet. I want to see a bodies get above that high now. It's a zero stress trade, but I got to make back some losses I took on those last two trades. So I'm looking for these old highs up here now. And you almost have to be afraid of reaching too high. So watch your arrays. If you're looking at that on an hourly basis and you've come back to that level to get along, then you're in a nice sweet trade here long. You'd be looking for 467 all the way up to 476. So right there. See that wick's getting up there and it's just failing to push through with some sense of volition, right? I'm going to close that out. I'll wait for it to get above there. I don't like all the wicks, so again, it's high resistance, so I'm not going to risk it. I'll wait for us to close above here, find some support inside this level to push higher. Gold's compressing here, that little pendant pattern, so and our Bitcoin trades right back into this candle's wick. Now I want to see this really start accelerating here, go down. Look at that crap in oil. It's just sugar. Let's just stay out of that and wait. This is all good. Banks are doing well. See, it's when you're glad you get out of it. We hit the premium box there, but we just keep snapping away from it. Doesn't look good. Now it's rolled over on us. You want to see intention to go through here, not just come up and peter and then just kind of peter away here and not keep trying to get up into this premium box and not get through it. And look at you want to see these highs get taken, and it's showing you already that, hey, look, I haven't got the strength to get up there because I'm failing to get up there. Pull out, get out of that. Now we're we're broken this downside here now. So we come back into this, you're back inside this little tiny box down here. So we're tapping on it right here. Watch that little box right there. You don't even think about this one, Russell, until if it degrades and comes back down in here. And then wait for that reversal. Because you may see it run all the way back down into here, which would be quite devastating. So just wait for a reversal on those lower time frames to see that. And we'll, if it starts to come down there, remind me, and we'll look for that specifically. And I'll make a play just on the demo account. We'll make a play off of that at those key levels that we talked about. And we'll try and use that exact same setup. So just remind me if it does get down there, if I don't see it. And we will look for that specific type of setup there for gold. See how we're back through this level? We've closed below it. We came back to it perfectly right there. Continuation on the downside. And now we're looking for this level to give way. And then we're already inside the discount box already. So premium box, discount box. So if we get back into anywhere inside from that high to this low, look at the range that you're sitting in and use 50% of that. Look at how we're banging on that right now. We just put a wick below it in the discount box. There's that little imbalance. Now you want to see it run back through 61.85 and then run for these highs again. And it's got to get some legs now. It's got to shoot right through here. It's done its damage in here. So you want to shoot through there, use these highs and get a body above here, use the highs and just keep going. If it doesn't, just comes back into the premium and that rolls over again. Look for a deeper discount down here. Oh, look at that. That just makes me cringe when I look at trying to get in here. That's almost, that's so far, that's $13 run. Almost $14 run there on a $22 stock. It's like 70% return on your money in 1 month. Plus it pays dividends. Yeah, man. Sometimes you miss the good ones. You see them and you think, take them. But if you don't take them, see, I don't want to see this revisiting here. You can tap right there and roll over it. Now I want to see, I don't want to see that level get taken now. The mean threshold of that candle I don't want to see let go, which would be the mean threshold of this candle. You've tapped it now. Do your job, roll over and come down. And you see how there's a little fair value gap there? We've come back up, we've wicked into it, so I don't want to see another body getting into here. You could wick up to the bottom of it, roll over and come down. I don't want to see us get through here one more time. Sure glad got out of there now, hey? Look at that. Run all the way down to the discount box down here. Look at that. Found support on this. Push through here. High resistance, man. Anticipate this next price leg lower. Taking out this stuff here. That's right into this last wicks. Consequent encroachment. Right there. If we close above that, forget that idea. So far, the bodies have held above this level. Wicks have done some damage. Keep your eye down here. Yeah. I agree, it's bearish now. This has just failed to get up in there. So we have the potential to roll all the way down, take out these relative equal lows below us. You want to see if this little inversion right here, see how we're banging off at the top of that, or the bottom of it right here. We're finding support above it. We finally break through it. We come all the way back up inside it. And now we're hitting the bottom of it. I want to see is, or is it over here? Oh no, it's over here. That's interesting. $11 o'clock. Let's see if we start digging deeper into here now. Yeah, gotta stop marrying. Oops, gotta stop marrying the idea that this is going higher. It's not. It's just coming back into this cluster here. Drop below it. Find some support at it, like a cam model entry here. Though we haven't had a body get below here. If you just look at the bodies, we'll come back, tap the low, And then you want to see that roll over and come down. If we get through the 50% of this again, then I'm back to potentially going bullish because there's no cam 3 here. So you'd have to look for something like this. So that candle there. So 440. If we get above 440 in a close, then I'm back to going bullish again. So if you close above here, I'm back to going bullish again. So high resistance. Totally not acting the way it should. Don't like that. This is when it's going to roll over now. I wanted to see this tap this and just come straight down. This revisiting, not for me. Keep your eyes on the prize there, Russell. Keep giving people the impression it wants to go higher, or roll over and take them. That low's taken now. Now you see how we've got a fair value gap forming in here, and that then you look to the left, the first order block, the bullish order block, that guy there, you want to see him get above him, find support at him, and then start running from there, because that will validate this fair value gap, use it as support, and that candle there, we get body above, and that candle, we're looking for higher prices. If not, I want to see that just kind of peel over, force Russell, and come down lower. So Pato's coming back into that level. Now we'll see if this holds price and gets on top of it, or if it just holds it and then it rolls over and comes back down again. And it's a daily chart, so we'll see where it closes today on that one. What's Disney up to? Nothing yet, eh? Oil's flat. Oh, we had our downside here. Oh, we put this one in yesterday, was it? The day before? I think it was the day before. We're putting that in off of here. So if we take this out on a close at 367, then I'm on the wrong side of that one. I want to see coffee go higher. So Russell, here's a good example of what we're looking for in gold. See how right now I've picked that I wanted to see it come down to that level there and take a long. I have to give the fact that we've got this level here, here, and here, those three levels, and that's the line in the sand. You don't want to see it get lower than that, right? So here you're looking for, let's go into a 15-minute chart, and let's look at coffee on a 15-minute chart here. See where my stop loss is sitting here on a 15-minute? We've run above it. We've come back into this level to go long for coffee. And you pay yourself at that level there. And then your premium box, which is up here, is what you'd be aiming for. Pay yourself, move to break even. So pay yourself there, move to break even, never comes back to you. Finally, you reach your premium level. You trade through it. And there's your premium right there. And here, all this in here, you traded through it, pay yourself again, pay yourself at rejection block. You see a reversal, trades through it, trade back into it, go short, look for 50% of this range or old highs. Trades back through it again. You're into it, so you want to go long now, and all of a sudden it comes back and takes you out. It would have come back and taken you out if your stop loss was sitting there. Wait for a reversal. You don't get it here. Oh, look at that. Another one that would have beat you. So if you're going to go long inside this fair value gap to take that high, you come back. There's one entry, two entries, three entries. And also you see it trade through you and you go, oh, I'm on the wrong side of that. You get one opportunity to take that off before it comes down, runs for the lows. So now you want to see, I want to see this level hold, which is this premium box right here to the base of that. And we've wicked all the way into it and into this. Not a good sign here. Now I want to see that run back through this candle, get on top of that. Then I'm looking for that premium level again above us. So you don't want to see it getting any lower than that. So I could move my stop loss here now, just because I don't want to see that level get taken again. And I want to see that keep climbing higher now. So ideally, now that we're doing the lower time frames, you want to look for a reversal here, Russell. So when we get down to that, let's say that was our gold and the gold was coming down into that level. Do we have a change in direction here on a 15-minute? We don't, not till we get above here. What about a 5-minute chart? 5-minute chart. Well, if we can get above this level and above that candle and this here, if we get a market structure break above that level, we're looking for a run higher. What about a 1-minute chart? Do we see a reversal on a 1-minute chart? Yes, we do, right here. Body trades above it. We've come back inside it. Now we're looking for this to go long. So here's where you'd be saying, okay, so it's come down to that level I was looking for. Now I'm looking for an opportunity for a reversal. And I'd wait. And I go, oh, there's a nice displacement candle. If we can come back into this level here or here, I would get a long there. So that long there would be sitting down here and stop loss would be sitting there. And you'll be pay yourself at the first high there. You'd be moving to break even. And now that trade is stress-free, right? And if it comes back and takes me out, you paid yourself a little portion there, and if you're wrong, at least you got a bit out of that trade. Does that make sense? So that's what you're kind of looking for in your gold, instead of just picking that level, which is what I did, and then it just continued to trade lower and lower and lower, and now may potentially come back and take me out here. Whereas I could have got paid here, break even, and I'd be like stress-free and say, oh well, got a couple of bucks out of that. But it's still got an intention of going lower. Like this could be another huge price leg lower. That's why you don't pick bottoms and you wait for your confirmation on the lower time frames to confirm your higher time frame objective or entry points, if that makes sense. So lesson. Did gold bugger off on us? I just came back inside that level. Right here is the premium. Right on the money at 3285. That's an immediate rebalance to here. Treat it like a fair value gap. You're right up inside it. Now if we roll over here and come back down below this level, come back, find support of that, look for lower prices. So it hasn't left yet, Russell. Good morning, Alibaba. How you feeling this morning? How's things? See how these levels are finding support? They're bouncing off of here. So we're not getting the big rush down into this level that we wanted. If we wanted to go lower, if you want to go higher, you got to get it back above that level there. So above 466, 465. We're looking at I was looking at 440 earlier. Why was I looking at 440? Oh yeah, this level right here, which is that. Yeah, I was looking at this as a level 50. So it just bounced right off it again right there. At 50% of that consolidation, roll over and come back down. I got my target yesterday on ES. Did you on ES? I don't know if I was trading ES yesterday, was I? Was I trading ES yesterday? Yes, I was. I got that level there. This one here to here. That's all the trades I did yesterday on ES. We've got change in direction, market structure shift, come back up inside this order block and continue coming lower. Unfortunately, it's super choppy now. So you'd have to get back through this level and start digging back here. So I'm not sure. It's just too flat right now to make a call on it. Bodies are respecting it. Wicks are doing some damage. Back into the breaker. It takes out this low here. A little swing here. Get back inside that. We're inside this one right here. Overlaps. Looks like it wants to go higher for now. They might be running for these equal highs here at lunchtime. Clear those out and then start coming back lower. I don't like this price action. I have in pretty decent profits. I need to sit here and tempt myself. Good idea, Peter. Move to the sidelines, man. Take care, buddy. D, you're not making your first presentation for Valley Caps or 6 o'clocks. Oh no, I haven't. I didn't do that this morning. All I did was the 8:30. Forgot about the rest of that. Where's my abs? Six-pack abs. My six-pack of abs. Banging around inside there, hey? Wow, look at that. Right off that midnight again. I think we're testing the lows today or an inside bar. Smart move, Peter. Yeah. We've had a reaction off of there. We've come lower into the discount portion of that little range there. Premium, discount, box to box in 10 minutes. That's where we're looking for a small little run here. Premium, discount. Now I want to see the discount get taken. See there's a little wick through there already. This one held bang on it. So if we come back and retest this one more time, which is 50% of this wick, roll over, come through here, close below that, look for a run into here. If we close above this level, then look for more upside. Oh, this is a good thing. That may be all it needed, just to come down to that discount box, and we're popping off of it. Ah, that's good. I was expecting to see us just get some sort of reaction out of here. If we trade below that on a close now, or above that on a close on the hourly, I like this level right here as support. Keep coming up. That'd be a nice little kick off of that. Next level I'm looking for is in here. See how we've pulled all the way back up into that candle again? Nope, not acting the way you want. Oh, how's our other one doing? Over here. Didn't we have coffee in here? Oh, look, it's still going. That got us a reaction of what we're looking for in a 1 minute. Now, I don't want to see it get back below here, so now my stop loss will go into these candles here. I want to see that and that whole price now. We've traded above it on a close. That candle now and this fair value gap provides support. It's a breaker that takes out that low. So that breaker inside that fair value gap, I want to see that whole price and start pushing higher. And now we're going higher. So far so good. We've had to weather a bit of that trade, and you can see now how Russell, it would have been a better trade had we just looked for that confirmation and waited for our opportunity to give us our long. And we could have been down here. We could have been up another $500 off of that had we used a more precise entry, if that makes sense. And that's what we're looking for in gold. So now Bitcoin, you look for this here and that level there. If we take that out, we'll look for a lower time frame, 5 minute, 1 minute, and you look for an entry off of this candle here. Trade back into that. You look for, as soon as it comes back in taps, that you look for that reversal that we were just looking for on this coffee trade. We're looking for that in here on a 1 minute chart off of here. That's what we're looking for. And this is just not very nice. It's good, not good. It's crap. So go to something else, find something else to trade. That market is a no-touch zone. This is doing well. Mom and Dad, you'll be happy to see that. Come on, natural gas, away you go. Get on up. Get on up. Switches to a 5 minute chart. I like that. So the take profit, where was our take profit? Way up there. I've only got one on there. So as soon as we hit this level right here, I'll move to break even, just because in case it comes back and takes us out, just goes inside this small range here on a 5 minute chart. I'm looking for those equal highs above me though, for sure. And then start looking for that one above you. So on a 5 minute chart, you got this first premium level, equal highs, next premium level. And I don't have partials to take out of there. So oil, you're looking for this level here. If this is crumbling now, it's going lower. That whole level there. Premium all the way down to the discount portion here. Trade through that, come back to it, go short there. I'll be looking for this. Stop loss will go just above that. And I'm looking for a run back down into here on the low, on the 15 minute, looking for that to fill there. On the hourly, what are we looking for on an hourly chart? Watch that little level right there. See if we get down into here. And if we have one more here, I'll load another one on here. I'll put one in there off that low. And I'll put one more in here as a seller limit order there as well. Aiming for down here. So I don't want to see it come back through there, otherwise more chop, more crap. We've broken the little structure here. You'd want to see a nice big structure break there. Didn't quite give me my next entry. It swept these lows here now. What's gold doing? So you went from premium to discount, right to the edge of the premium again. And see how we're wicking through, wicking through. Feels heavy to me. So I want to see that give way now and find some support in here. Watch it close below here and the mean threshold of this candle. And then I'm looking for it to retrace back into here. And then we're gunning for that 5-minute BISI and see if we can get run lower. Did that execute did take my next level? Now I want to see it roll over and come down. I gotta put my stop above that. If we take this out here on the close, I'm on the wrong side of it again, because then we've got this low has been taken, reverse, continuation on the upside. Chop. Coffee. What's coffee doing? So we closed above it, then opened right on it. You want to see that just keep climbing here now. See Bitcoin's eating through that now. We're waiting for this to get above here. I'm going to merge, get busy with my Impala. This is mentally challenging. I don't want to force any trade. Easy, everybody. Good idea, Ali. Move to the sidelines, man. So we close below that level now. Tap it. Watch it roll over here. And that's all you want to see. It's just a little tap and then roll over. Touch it. I'd love to see it get above here now. 344. Somebody was talking about trading natural gas this morning. 1 hour chart or a 15-minute chart. Premium box here. Immediate rebalance. We have a nice displacement. We'll wait for a candle to break above this candle's high or this imbalance premium. body breaks above it right here. And now you say, if I can't get in on this trade here, I wait for that high to get taken. It doesn't come back, doesn't, just keep slowly inching its way up, and you go, as soon as a body breaks that high, right there, if we can retrace back into this candle's high, its wick, and this again back all the way back into that candle there, you'd be just put a little one tick below that low. You want that as your support, and anywhere inside here. So it trades back into the wick, all the way down into, didn't quite tap the body, just still stayed inside the wick. Continuation on the upside. Looking for the breaker. Trades through the breaker. Then it come back into the breaker. What's this candle's low? 27. So 27 right there. Comes right back into the high here. And then continues to go higher. So body takes the high, trade back into the high, continuation on the upside. Now we're looking for the premium box up here, inside that level. It's a 15-minute. So watch for that level. If we can get through that level, look for the next one. There's a little tiny imbalance in there too, so keep your eye on that level. Watch out for a bull trap. So we're not going to commit to this until we get a body above that. And even that is a bit suspect because there's really nothing up in here. It's either going to really accelerate through that, or if it's just going to be a bull trap here, roll over and come back down, it'd have to take out this low, use that level again to come lower. We're just sitting inside here now. If it gets back through that candle's high, then you're back into a bullish idea. But it's compressing here like crazy. Oil. See how our bodies are. Now I'm going to close that out because I'm on the wrong side of that. We're already above that level already. Now I want to see market structure shift above here. You have to get above that lot. That short, you may still go short from there. You may come all the way up into here. That's where I should have given my stop here. But that reversal, there's a body above that. We can come back inside here and continue going higher. So I can argue both sides of that. Right there could be your line in the sand to go short. And this level right here, all the way down to right here to go long. So you can argue both sides move out. Don't even bother getting involved. Okay, not a fun day today. Pretty sloppy. It's the next 5-minute level. Nothing yet. All right, I think it's going to be it for me, you guys. It's a little too sloppy for me, and I'm going to move to the sidelines, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is not, nothing's really moving the way you want it to move today, so better to move to the sidelines and wait for an opportunity than try to force a trade here. Super sloppy. Even on the hourly, it's choppy. Yeah, well, good luck, you guys. Be safe, be careful out there. Wait for some clean market structure. There's nothing clean in any of this. It just looks like a buzzsaw. So wait for something clean, or find another market that's a lot cleaner. Like, you can't trade Bitcoin anyway. You know, gold is the only one. Oil's not so good. Commodities. So we're above this level. Come back into here. Stop loss is going to be, I don't want to see it even so much as a wick get through here. So I want to see it tap that and go. I'm all right with that too. If I don't, then I'll take another hit. There's a few hits today. Yesterday was so good, and today not so good. So anyway, yeah, that'll be it for me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Be safe out there, and keep your leverage low if you're in. And my advice is stay out. It's not worth the multiple hits you're going to take. Yeah. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.